All right, so Eddy Reynoso issues a statement about the recent drug test. Now he basically said he don't even mess with Francisco Rodriguez Jr. He met him one time. He not his trainer, his coach, his manager. But no boxing, no boxing, no life tag is on him. You know what I'm saying? So right then and there, you have some affiliations with him. And let me say this. When you endorse a product, or when you endorse somebody, you're responsible for their product. So think about it. YouTube apparently had lost a bunch of money because ads pulled out of advertising on YouTube. That was their excuse for cutting the money back in the day, because a lot of their ads were being seen on racist channels, or channels that didn't align with their values, right? And obviously, we live in a very sensitive time in America. I mean, we all know that, where they're more concerned about having, their ads run on on these people who don't align with their values. But then again, you have the owner of M&M's and Skittles saying that they will not take the red dye. They will not take the red dye that's killing and causing cancer out of their candies. And that's what the Trump administration asked them to do. So for one thing, you don't want I look here. I just don't want no racists, even though we may be racist ourselves. We don't want to align our brand with that, but we okay with aligning our brand that with shit that's poisoning you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's totally wild out here. So he issues this statement. I don't have nothing to do with the nutritional plans, and you know, I'm all for clean boxing and all that other. Man, fuck out of here, dude. Dude had your patch on. Why you had your patch on? Come on. When shit go down, niggas always trying to separate. Real talk. That's one. Damn. This shit sweet as hell this morning. The fuck? I switched to oat creamer. Damn, it's good though. The almond creamer wasn't as sweet. This shit is sweet. Said only had 4 grams of sugar, but Jesus Christ. But nonetheless, it's good as fuck though. Everybody want to separate. That's how you know who your friends is. As soon as something go down, I don't fuck with that nigga like that. I don't really hang with that nigga. I'm telling you, dog, when you go through times of turmoil, that's why God put you through certain times he put you through. Remember the rapper from Detroit, his name Drago, he just went to jail. He had a good line. He said, I forget how it go. He said, you got to remember this shit is all a test. Something like you don't know who's gonna be there in the end because all this shit is a test. And that's a fact. Tupac said something similar. That is a motherfucking fact. You go through your times of turmoil and your shaky times. You think about the, Jesus and the 12 disciples. He had to go through that to know who was real. And I've been thinking about this lately. I be saying this. I always knew this. A person's true character is when they going through some of their trials and tribulations. That's their character. When everything is going good and smooth, of course you're gonna get the best part. You should get the best version of a person. But when shit go left, you know what I'm saying? When shit go left to the left, that's who that person really is. So don't forget it. But Eddy Reynoso, of course he gonna do it. And he got it finally after he got to say something. He started making these guys sign waivers and stuff. But no, you just dirty, and they giving you a pass. He didn't even have to issue a statement for real. He didn't even have to issue a statement. They giving him a pass. They giving him a pass. If he was a brother, he wouldn't have got that pass, and we all knew that. They've been calling a federal investigation to ban, and that's my hang up. That's my biggest hang up about it. But yeah, but my biggest thing, what's so disheartening about it is the silence of not even just black media members, the silence of black boxers. They not saying nothing. None of these boxers is speaking up on Munguia, Shakur, none of these black coaches. That's why I've told y'all, I just don't respect these dudes. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man, this generation is cooked. And I mean that in every way. This generation of black people is cooked, bro. They don't stand for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And right now, I believe we almost at the point where they can just put these niggas back in slavery, dog. I really do believe it. And there you go. In my opinion, I believe they will go. And I know people might think, oh, man, CJ, no. I think a lot of these dudes may go willingly. But Reynoso issuing a statement, he didn't even have to. Nobody pressure him to issue a statement. You can make them sign contracts separating you and absolving you from any wrongdoing when they pop hot. But dog, the spotlight is still on you. So you can say whatever you want to say. I support clean boxing. If you support clean boxing, why you continue to train Canelo Alvarez? Wasn't no fucking mistake. Everybody know that shit wasn't no mistake. We all know it. We all know it. That wasn't no mistake. Shit was intentional. Care what he say. What he say? My Craig from Friday Boys. So they can play roles how they want to play roles. Well, I don't support, people who steal, but your friend, people you hang around are thieves. How does it work? You clearly supporting the issue, and like I said, a lot of these niggas then lost their microphone. A lot of these dudes got something bad to say about another black fighter, these black boxers, but they ain't got nothing to say about this. They ain't got nothing to say about this. What up? Cowards, dog. Cowards. They fight like cowards. They avoid the best competition like cowards. And when they come to using their platform, they cowards. That's why they nigga like Mayweather hate on Muhammad Ali, because he can never had the courage to do what Ali did. He never had the courage to speak up. He's just such a punk that he says all lives matter. That little nigga don't stand for nothing. And you surprised the fighters that's walking in his path now, they don't stand for nothing. Everything that's damn near strong in boxing today, it got something to do with him. All of them don't watch film. All of them don't want to fight another black fighter. Who didn't want to fight other black fighters? He didn't. All he did was hate on black fighters. What'd he do? Hate on black fighters. All want to wait on Mexicans. Real talk. Most of these black fighters kiss Canelo ass. Right? Or am I tripping? Come on now. If it ain't Brown, it ain't right in boxing. Who helped usher that in? Him and Al Heyman. Him and his Reed and Rainbow manager. Or his extorter. They don't stand for Nathan today. They don't stand for Nathan today. But when it's time to stand, when it's a black fighter, everybody got an opinion. Guilty before proven innocent. Everybody else is innocent before proven guilty. It's the life and times we living in. The life and times we living in. Man, he can keep his little petty ass there. They ain't gonna do nothing to him. Ain't nobody speaking up about it. And anybody got nothing to say about it, dog. Told y'all these black boxers is cowards, dog. They real true cowards. They coward in the ring and they cowardly outside the ring. I'm telling you, that's what it is. These niggas don't stand for nothing no more, dog. And that's why I don't even get mad at people who separate themselves from the black community. I just can't get mad at them, dog, because it ain't none. And they incentivize you to sell out. Look at Garfield the coke sniffing cat. They incentivize them to sell out. So if you're gonna give me a whole bunch of money and traction, if I speak real and you gonna shadow ban me for telling the truth, but if I coon and buffoon and tap dance and put a minstrel show on, you're gonna let me blow up. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Most people gonna take the easy route to fame. You sold your soul. And guess what? When the devil come to collect, you definitely gonna feel it. So hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the link in the description. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Hit the link in the description. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, everywhere. Patreon, the whole nine. I updated it. Peace.